Very first success on the trap line. There is a ton of bait still in there. If this is the Marten, gonna go in for the bait. Well, good day. I just got to the acreage. Just pulled in, haven't even unloaded the sled. I just thought I'd check my first one and only Marten trap. As you guys know, I had a couple running around. I only told myself I was gonna let this sit for this week of work, and then if nothing was in it, I'd pull it, because I do enjoy having the Martens around. They get in the wolf bait, but it's kind of funny. It's funny just watching them. But I got a little surprise. Very first success on the trap line, boys and girls. That right there, if I don't fall. There's the bacon. And I should have made this a little less, but that right there is a beautiful, beautiful little critter. Wow. So I'm going to, I'll bring this guy back and I'm gonna thaw him out a bit. I'll take the trap off, but I'm not gonna do that. I'll just throw him in the back of the truck for now. Friggin' logging trucks. Put him in the back of the truck for now, and I'll thaw him out in the shop. So I'll check back in when I get back home in the shop, get him thawed out, and we'll take a closer look when he's not thawed out completely, but at least the trap is thawed out a bit, because you don't want to take the trap off. What I've learned from just research and YouTube is you don't want to take the trap off because it could pull the hair. So I'll show you what I mean. Like the catch wire should have been a little bit shorter, and I'll show you why. So technically that's kind of what you want. So it's off the ground. It was like just sitting there. It was kind of on the ground, half in the air, half off. So it doesn't look like it's been touched at all by mice or anything, but beauteous. I don't know if you can see that. That is a thick trail. Wow. Good day, everyone. The polar vortex is over. And as you can see, got my first Marten. That was cool. Probably won't trap Marten any further than this. It's not something, it just doesn't float my boat. I have nothing wrong with other people trapping Marten, but I think they're cute little critters. I like watching them, and they're nice having around the acreage, so they don't bother me too much. I'm not really doing this too much for the money, eh? I mean, you're not going to make much money unless you're full-time trapping. Even then, it's a lot of work for a chunk of change. Some people do really good, but I got some bait, not too much. I find I bring a lot more, oh man, ribs and pork. I bring a lot more bait out when Renee's with me. I don't know why. So just probably a half sleigh, and obviously my box full of goodies, but just solo today. Renee got home this morning, and I was up around 6 a.m. and greeted her, got my day started. She's in bed, and then we both work evenings tonight as well. But I'm just gonna walk up to that snare that I set. I'll check in if I can see it. If not, we'll have to loop around the other side here. That's still giving her. No, it's still there. I don't know. Looks like something's wrong with it, so we'll give that a check. I'm gonna go back to the sled. So we're gonna toss bait out, do a bunch of trail camera checks. It's not even that cold out. Maybe minus 15. And yeah, just gonna make a little short stint of this because again, I work tonight, so just thought I'd come out before I go lift weights and hit the gym and do all that. But we're gonna get this done. Hopefully got some wolf photos on. I know they're around, and it's about time. This year's been a little bit unique, eh? I haven't been putting the cameras on the bait per se, because there's just so many raven photos, and obviously I'm not getting as many photos of wolves, so, which is fine. I know they're around. It's just one of those things, eh? You're just changing your own patterns and your own habits, and let's get going. See what today brings. So let's just give this a check. I'm gonna go in a different way here. It's gonna disturb a little bit less. Make less tracks. So the reason I set this snare here. Okay, yeah, no, it's not. Hasn't been touched at all. It looks good. There it is there. You can just see barely the outline of it. So, okay. There was not really any reason for me to double check that. I just, from the other side where the deer bait is, it looked a little bit off. But looks okay. So let's we'll continue on. That minus 34 was cold. Man, oh man. But she's over now, and it's going to be single digits here this week. So beautiful weather. Alrighty. Well, I'm just going to swap out these batteries and whatnot. This is actually the solar camera, so the only reason I film when I do this is I just think it's the coolest little thing. I mean, this is covered in snow. Get that off there, but I'm just so curious to see what it's at and if it's working. It's an overcast day today, but the last couple days is minus 34. It's been just beautiful, blue sky, sunny day. So I don't know. We'll see what percentages this is at, the internal battery, and then also the backup AA batteries that I put in there. So we'll see if it's dickered and into the cabbage or still running. I don't know. The big dogs have been active, so time will tell. This one was at 10% when I came out. I think it was like minus 21 the last time. Actually, I don't know if it was cold when I came out last time or warm, but it was 10%, and now it's 66%. Hasn't even touched. There's the countdown. Beauty. Hasn't even touched the backup batteries. That's I don't know. It's hard not to be impressed with that after spending so much money on AA's, but let's continue on. We got I don't know, half dozen snares up here to check, so let's get going. So like I said, got about a half dozen snares coming up here, but this spot, I've been eyeing up this spot. I should have pulled up a little bit further, actually. There we go. Okay. So this spot, I've been eyeing up since last year, and I was hoping they were going to use the trail again, and looks like they are. So check out this. We got a skiff of snow last night, so doesn't look that fresh, but nice funnel here. So I think I'll set a snare there. And then if you look just through here, there's a tree right at the fingertip here. Put a snare there. There's set there and set there, but they converge into the same two set of trees there. So I'm gonna get you guys on the little chest mount here, and I'll take you along for the ride. All right, got a snare. I think I will do this now. It's always good to mark your snares. As you can, I mean, the wolves aren't going to see them when they go through, and if you can have a good memory and remember, that's good, but you should always flag them. I don't know what anyone else does. Maybe they just have a good memory, but this. I'll do one at a time here. So I'm going to go in over here. Okay. Should have probably came in from the other side, but I'm just going to sneak around. Put you there. Look at that. Mother Nature provides. Bend that. Okay. That's probably good right there. Because I might just put a little, I got to make a little bit of a better funnel through here. Okay. There she be. That one, I don't know. That one's okay. We'll see how this one goes. I find my first set of the day is always usually a little bit rusty. I don't know why. I just haven't hung enough snares to... I don't know. That looks pretty darn good though. There you go. You can just barely see it there. I always find when you're up there, you're like, I'm not really sure about this. And then you end up coming out to the trail and you're like, oh, it looks pretty good. Ridiculous. You just, you know, when you start something new, you got to build up confidence, right? And it's okay to be a bit indecisive as long as you, this is going to sound corny, but as long as you try your hardest and don't quit, you'll get better. And you'll, with getting better, you'll be more confident, and those go hand in hand. So we're going to set another one here, actually give you a better perspective between these two trees here. And then we'll block in here, so the funnel is right through here. Okay. There's another one set there. Beautiful. Two more up. We'll check the half dozen up here, and we'll see. I don't know. It's that Marten was moving, and that cold snap, so the big dogs were as well. I actually realized they're not only coming to this funnel here, they're coming around here, so I actually just bent all these branches over. So I mean, they could still get under. I actually might just bend these down a little bit more. Just to create a little bit of a wall. There's fine there. Thick bush. So I think what I'll do now is, I got all these tracks here, but I'm just gonna back the sled up and just cover these up with snowmobile tracks again. I can't do much about the tracks going into the bush, but I didn't bring a broom for that, but I'll just back up and just take all these tracks out so it's not footprints, so they don't recognize anything. Nada. And it doesn't look like the deer was hit. Turn this off. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. Hasn't got hit yet, but that's okay. Again, they're probably just a little bit spooked, so. Nada. Swing and a miss on that one. Same with that one. Those tracks are a bit fresh though. I feel like a coyote is going just right through there, but I'm not really going for coyotes. We're going for the big dogs, so we'll let that one be. We're at the loop. Next stop, bait site. Yes, this one's 65%. So that solar is working just fine. Man, I'm impressed with these cameras. Holy mackerel. There you have it, folks. Solar cameras. I don't know. Never thought they'd be any good, but here I am. I definitely recommend them, for sure. There's two there, still hanging. Okay, let's check out this bait site, see what's going on. I guess this is trapping. I got better luck with Marten than I do wolf, but that's okay. So, stills, there's chewing on that. Oh, okay. There is a ton of bait still in there. Oh yeah. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Maybe I won't bait today. Maybe we'll just take this back, and just got a big piece of plywood I put over the sleigh. Huh. Interesting. Okay, that's fine. A little bit uneventful. I totally would thought that the big dogs would have absolutely demolished that, but I guess not. But what I am going to do is I'm going to head across to the blind, because as I was passing through, there's another pinch point and funnel just up by my other snare, so I'm going to go and hang one there. I won't take you guys along. I'll just hang it up quickly and we'll continue on. I think I got 4 or 5 snares down by the legendary trail here. We'll do a quick check there, and that's pretty much it. And we'll check back. I got to load the sled up on the truck and everything, and we'll go back home. I'll hop in the shop, get it warmed up, get that Marten thawed just a little bit. I want it to stay frozen because I'm not ready to skin anything yet. And we'll get that trap off, and I'll show you guys the pelt. And I'll show you also how powerful those conibears are. So yeah, let's continue on. I just got this set. I'll show you. It's right next to this other one here. So the blind's just down there, and the loop is down there. So this one's not touched there. They've come through it once, but that's it. They'll use it again at some point. This one is used quite a bit. And you can see the snare just tucked in. Not bad. Some nice foliage in there. So, all right, legendary trail, and check some more snares down that way. Renee and I plan to do overnighter at some point. She was her idea, and I was like, yeah, 100%, I'd be down. We'll obviously have to have a heater and whatnot. She gets cold very easily with her disability, cerebral palsy. It affects her nervous system, and yeah, she just, the one side of her body gets freezes up a little bit faster than the other. So make sure she's warm, have some snacks, have some tea, and I had a company reach out. They want me to use some night vision goggles, and I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? Send them to me, I'll use them. Franklin's got a pair, they're pretty cool. Obviously you can't use thermal or night vision or anything for hunting per se. You can't hunt at night, but it'd be cool at night if a big dog came in, seeing out on the bait. That would be kind of cool. But anyways, let's continue on. One more camera here. Oh yeah. It's we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what this trail cam looks like, and again, I want to see some nice photos. I love seeing the big dogs. Again, it's like what Franklin says, it's Christmas morning. that one right there. Well, that's all the snares. So I have to make more. I think I got about a dozen out right now. So I'll do a video on making some snares, and I'll just pump out a bunch, maybe 2 dozen of them, and we'll continue hanging them. Continue marking them, and we'll see. Wolf closure. I mean, it's almost the end of January now, so still got a bit of time before they close. But I'm pretty happy about that Marten. So let's continue on, and we'll go to the shop. We'll get all this loaded up, and away we go. Head back into town, head home, and yeah, I'll get the shop warmed up, and we'll take a little closer look at that Marten. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Well, I hope we get some more catches, eh? It's pretty cool being out here doing this. You know, there's so many people I've watched over time. You know, Chum Trapper. He's an older trapper. I think his niece is actually the one that does all of his YouTube. He's an absolute beauty. And then Robert Badine, he's an absolute beauty. And then of course Franklin, you know, he's taught me so much. So out here doing it is pretty cool, very fulfilling. And it's good exercise too, you know. And it's not about the kill. It's, for me, it's about protecting the ungulates, the deer, other little critters. And you know, if in the end of the day, so I'm just looking at the chickadees, if in the end of the day we don't get anything in these snares, that's okay, because when you're out in the bush, you're always learning stuff. So let's go get warmed up in the shop. Probably turn this heater off. This is thawed out pretty good, at least a little bit. The metal's not cold anymore, so we'll get that off. That is a beautiful little critter. Well, we'll get this down. We'll get her on the shop table here. So I actually have one of my conibear here set up. I got the safety still on it though, because just wanted, for demonstration purposes, I'm just showing you guys what the conibear looks like. And this one's, it's only got 1 trigger, eh? It should have 2, but I'll show you how powerful these are in a sec. We will get this guy unraveled. Huh. That trigger. Wow. This trigger was in his skull by this much. That's interesting. Okay. Well, there you go. There's that trap off. Show you guys here. So here's the Marten box here. Got the Marten box. This is a bit of a tight fit, but that's good there. And then you tie this off somewhere up here out of the way. So I'm going to take the safeties off, and I'll just show you with this crowbar. But typically the Marten would come in and hit these 2 triggers. Now, in saying that, if this is the Marten, it's going to go in for the bait. There you have it. And that's, I mean, that's on there. Like, that is like even just this thin crowbar, I mean, that's takes quite a bit of force to get that out. So yeah, that's how a conibear works. We'll take a look at this beautiful marten. Just kind of brush him out a little bit here. Let's give it a better look. Yeah, beautiful little specimen. Nice little critter. Doesn't look like any hair pulled. Beautiful, nice little white patch. Some beige, some brown in there. But beautiful looking marten. So I'll put him in the freezer, bag him up, and we'll skin him out in the spring. And I'm not sure what I'll make out of that, but maybe I'll make some marten mittens or something for Renee. Beautiful little critter. First catch in the trap line. Well, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna clean up the shop here and get this marten in the freezer. I appreciate y'all watching, joining me and taking you along for my snare checks and bait checks. Didn't have to put bait out today, which I'm okay with. We'll see if the big dogs smash that bait in the next couple days when I'm back off work, and we'll go from there. Again, I got to make some more snares, and yeah, I'll probably make 2 or 3 dozen of them. See how that goes. Never made a snare before, but I'll mimic the design that I'm currently using, and maybe explore using some kill springs that when it tightens up on the neck, it actually releases and it tightens up another 2 or 3 inches. So until then, God bless, stay well. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Make sure you get outdoors and pattern nature, whether it's photography, whatever. Doesn't have to be hunting. Just get outside, get some exercise, enjoy Mother Nature, and take care of yourself. Stay well.